I'm screwing around on the Tornado here a little bit. 69. Ended up tearing the carpet out of here, and wow, it is very rusty. I wanted to start screwing around on this thing, but I don't know. These things don't really bring much value, or the value doesn't really go up high like a Cutlass or a 442 or Hurst or anything like that. So, not sure if it quite be worth it. It is a W-34, but they're not a very desirable car. So, I have to sit on that one and think about it, see what I want to do. It's not just that, it has the lower quarters, a full Bondo rotted out all around the wheel well, same around the fronts. I'm having a hard time finding this center, like hood tongue, whatever you want to call it, center hood section. And it was broken, so I don't know what I'm going to try to do here. I went ahead and get this apart. What I ended up doing is cutting 2 pieces of metal out, which took forever, by the way, and because this piece is pretty hammered, made out of pot metal too, so it's a pain in the ass. I can't weld it. So this one with the slots go down in here like so, and this one basically on top, and then drill some holes, you know, here, as many as I can, maybe 2 or 3 in this piece. And then what I'm going to try to do is use panel bond and put a bead across this whole surface, and then on the back surface, and then you know, those holes it can squeeze through and give it some grab. What I'd like to do is maybe weld through the holes and, you know, bind these two, but I don't think that's going to work. I mean, panel bond should be strong enough to hold it. If not, I just have to keep looking for one. But these are pretty tough to find, especially at a reasonable price. So try that and see how that works. Taking this whole column apart here so I can detail everything. I've seen people bash their columns to pieces trying to get this this ignition lockout, so I figured I'd make a little quick video here of getting this thing out. But down, there we go, let me get a right down in here, in there is a little groove. Some columns has casting flash that's over this. Sometimes you'll have to pick this out to see it, but right down in there is a little pin, and basically you just push that in, and then this, you know, well, when you have 2 hands, basically push the pin down, and then this is gonna pop right out, and then after that, this piece, of course, slides out when you remove it from there. There's a little clip at the top that you'll have to push down, and then it'll slide right out. So I don't know, kind of a short, quick video here, but hopefully that helps you out if you're having trouble getting the column out, or not the column, the ignition switch. Alright, so when you get this thing out, right there, oh, camera will focus, right there, that black pin is what's in the groove that you have to push down. And that's what it looks like. Alright, so what I started doing today is seam sealing the firewall. Put my little dabs back on the body plate. And underneath the floor pan seam. I want to do all along the sides, but I ran out of seam sealer, so I'm going to have to pick more of that up. Along here, basically what I do is I just take a Bondo applicator and cut it about 1.5 inches, 2 inches wide, and you know, go along the seam with it. It works pretty good. I get almost the same type of grooved seal like it was on the factory. I didn't put it on quite as thick as they did though, but it's on there. Did along here, around the 4-speed hump, around the back. I want to do along the wheel well edge, but I'm going to wait until after I get the wheel wells fixed. Just went ahead and threw some in there. I'm going to use black where everything gets painted black, and then I'm going to get the tan for where everything gets painted body color. So the stuff I'm using is this 3M urethane sealer. I like this stuff a lot. It works real good, but it comes in different colors. But yeah, that's it. Gotta get more of that, and then I can finish sealing the undercarriage and the rest of the small things I have to do until all the body work's done, and then I can do everything underneath the rear. But I still have to do along the top of the windshield and a few spots here and there. Along there. Factory had some across the top of the door hinges. I'm going to go ahead and throw that back on. But I'm going to wait for the tan to do that. So I'm heading home now, and I'll be back up here tomorrow to do some more. And then I'll take some more vids and maybe post up another video this week sometime. So until then. So what I use is just a basic, like a Bondo applicator. I round off, just take a razor blade and round off both edges. So when I'm going along like a corner, you know, like in there, I get a rounded bead. Push it all in, you know, first. Make sure it gets down into the, you know, crack, like, you know, there, whatever. First, and then go along with the bead, and then it's cool because this is like Bondo. Whenever, or body filler, whenever you're done, you can just peel it right off and reuse it. But I need to get a couple more tubes in order to finish. I should have ordered more. I got 3. I should have got 5. So anyway, there's that. And there we go. That's some primer. And also that. cool thing, my inline tube fuel lines came in today. That is pretty cool. Put my little plugs in there. Alright, so I didn't get as much done today as I thought I was going to. But tomorrow's another day, and then try to get some more done. That fender right there still needs to be finished up. I got most of it blocked out. It's got a few spots that need some touch up. Yeah, one there. And that one. Yeah, pretty good size one there. Oh, and there. Alright, so we got this all epoxied up. I think it actually turned out pretty good. Almost can't tell that it was repaired. Fits nice on the hood. I ended up drilling a hole there, 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 and there to give it a little bit more grab. Going on pretty good there. Slide it up. So, well, if you have one of these and you're having a hard time finding one, you can try this. I think this will hold up because once these bolts hold it on, I mean, it's two pieces sandwiched in to the middle that was broken off. And I think I used up pretty much a whole tube of epoxy on it. Get a nice squish. Ended up everything squished out. There's a bunch all squished everywhere, went in the holes everywhere, and I just took my little Dremel with a like a carbide wheel, a little small one, and ended up just going around all the curves there to blend it in, and then I used it to get the holes opened up again, and turned out good. So I think after a little bit of filler, like right along this edge right here, and I think it's good to go. So there's that.